Hello Level 6 students, this video is part of your Level 6 writing workshops on creating a compare and contrast essay. In this video, you'll find the structure of a contrast paragraph, the necessary connectors to signal contrast, and an example of a contrast paragraph. So have paper and pen at hand and get ready to take notes. Please close other windows and tabs while checking this video to optimize your understanding of the topic. Also, put your cell phone aside for a moment. Pause the video at any time you need in order to write questions to ask your teacher next class. Okay, let's get started. Do you remember the outline we constructed at the beginning of the course? Well, in our compare and contrast essay, we have 5 paragraphs. We have already worked on the first 2, the introduction and the comparison paragraphs. In the comparison paragraph, we presented the similarities between the 2 chosen topics. In our essay, we have 2 contrast paragraphs. In the contrast paragraphs, we present 2 differences between our chosen topics. Let's see how. As you may remember from our outline sample, we are comparing and contrasting 2 smartphones, an iPhone and a Samsung Pi. On the one hand, in our comparison paragraph, we presented the 2 similarities between the 2 phones. On the other hand, we have 2 contrast paragraphs to present the differences between these 2 devices. Let's focus on the contrast paragraphs. The first difference is the operative systems, and the second difference is the app stores. Remember that in the outline that you just mentioned key ideas to get organized. When writing the paragraphs, you add content and connectors to make it all logical. Let's see how the paragraphs are built sentence by sentence. Look at the outline for the first contrast paragraph. Even though in the outline we mentioned both differences in the topic sentence, when writing your first contrast paragraph, you should start with a sentence that summarizes the main idea of both paragraphs, but you only present one difference per paragraph. In the first paragraph, for example, we will discuss the different operative systems in both smartphones. In the second paragraph, we present the second difference. In this case, it is the different app stores. So let's break the contrast paragraphs apart. In green, you can identify the topic sentence. Remember that good paragraphs have clear topic sentences. In this case, we mention the difference between both phones like this. Despite similarities, the iPhone and Samsung phones have some differences as well. In the second paragraph, also in green, is the second difference between both phones. This is the topic sentence. In addition, both smartphones have different app stores available to customers. After we have written a good topic sentence, we need to write some good supporting statements. Those are identified in red in the text. Notice how we say the first difference and we present it. The first difference is that both smartphones have different operating systems, iOS and Android. iPhone runs under the iOS operating system like all Apple products. On the contrary, the Samsung Pi operates under the Android operating system. In the second paragraph, the supporting sentences are 2. The first one just develops the topic sentence and the second one provides an example. iPhone users use the App Store for their purchases, while Samsung users have the Google Play Store at their disposal. Thus, users can download and purchase apps easily in the store available through their provider. Thirdly, our paragraph needs concluding sentences. Notice the concluding sentence in this paragraph in blue. The concluding sentence basically restates the topic sentence and adds on a bit more detail. Therefore, even though both systems are robust and support the device, the decision to purchase one or the other lays on the user's preference. Remember that we are talking about iOS and Android, the 2 operative systems of these smartphones. Let's see the concluding sentence in the second paragraph. In brief, different operative systems and app stores are the main differences these phones have. Here, we recapitulate the 2 differences we presented in the 2 paragraphs. So as you can see, the topic sentence for the first paragraph presents both differences, and the concluding sentence for the second paragraph summarizes both differences. Now let's take a look at the words in yellow. They are called connectors, and they help us make our ideas stick to each other. They make the paragraph cohesive. As you can see, on the contrary denotes contrast. On the contrary, the Samsung Pi operates under the Android operating system. Therefore, is a concluding connector in this case. In the second paragraph, we use in addition to present the second difference. We use thus to present an example, and we use in brief to conclude the paragraph. Connectors help us organize our text. Let's take a look at a full list of connectors you can use when creating your own contrast paragraphs. Please take a picture of this slide and keep it handy when you write your contrast paragraphs. Okay, now it's your turn. Now that you have learned how to construct a contrast paragraph, it's time to give it a try. Remember, you need to go to Virtual Savannah and download the workshop Part 4. Print it out or put it on your tablet or laptop and bring it to class. Bring the notes you took while watching this video and your answers to the questions, and bring the pictures you took. If you still have some questions about contrast paragraphs, watch the video again and pause it at your desire. Good luck writing your contrast paragraphs. See you in class.